Walking, Collecting Chaos, and Freeform Friday. And yes, it's still cold, but yeah, I was able to, I can turn the heater off for a little while. It's not going to be that bad. Couldn't find what I wanted to show you today. I was going to try to show you some Judges Guild stuff. That's old Dungeons and Dragons supplements that were approved back before they shut everything down and just went through their own for a while. But I couldn't find them. I don't remember what I did with them. I'll find them eventually and I'll show them to you eventually. Got to clean this table up. It's getting pretty stacked up with crap. So I dug out some comics from those boxes that I bought recently, because I don't have any new comics to show you, because the mail's not going through, and that's because the roads are still iced over. So I can't go out and buy any new comics. I can't have any comics sent in to me. Yeah, I've done a lot. I've sleeved a lot of Mylars. I've sleeved about 300 Mylars in the last 3 or 4 days. I'm getting there, but I'm going to run out of Mylars again soon, and then I won't be able to do anything. So I've got some comics to show you. I've got some questions that I'll answer, and one of which I went ahead and answered. Somebody asked me 2 questions, and one of the questions was, how much would I charge to clean and press a comic? Well, the bottom line is I don't clean and press comics for other people, because there's a liability thing there. And if I cleaned a comic for somebody, or I pressed a comic and I damaged it, I would feel obligated to purchase it or pay them the current market value for the comic. So I'm not even going to go there. I do it for myself. And trust me, I have enough comics that I can be cleaning and pressing for the rest of my life and never put a dent in them. I really should start selling some of my stuff. So yeah, that's all we've got today. Answering questions and showing you a few comics out of the box. Now I went ahead and put these comics in alphabetical order, so you might see the same ones more than once. So let's finish, get the intro done, and get started. I'm going to start out with, from IDW, a one-shot, the A-Team War Stories Face. I have no idea about anything about this. Published in April of 2010. This is a first print. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Then we have Adventures of Superman, number 508 from January 1994. I remember this one because it had Challengers of the Unknown in it, and I like the Challengers of the Unknown. And here's All-Star Squadron, number 60, Jerry Ordway cover. Let's see who did the insides. This was published in 1986, but it doesn't have a date, which means this. Oh, August 1986, yeah. Mike Clark penciler, and Arvil Jones penciler. Have no idea who that is, but Roy Thomas wrote it. And I've got Alpha Flight number 38, direct market, from September 1985, it looks like. It's in pretty nice shape. Most of the comics that I got in those boxes are in nice shape. Alpha Flight number 112. Gee, I wonder what year this is from. 1992? Can't really see that too good, can you? Let me focus it a little better. That should be good. Alpha Flight number 118 from 1993. And this is The Armory Wars from Boom Studios. This is number 10. From January 2018. Another book I don't know anything about. This is Aquaman number 40. And I have 2 of those. And the reason I know it's Aquaman number 40 was I went to the back and I looked and it said Aquaman 40 May 2015. Aarock Son of Thunder number 6, and this is from 1982. From Event Comics, Ash number 1. I have more of these somewhere. November 1994. And that's a wraparound cover. Never realized it before. Avengers number 320. Avengers number 325. And this is from 1990. Avengers 31 from August 2000, Volume 3. Awake number 2 from Action Lab. I have a couple of their comics. November 2015. I know the art's a little cartoony, but I kind of like it. Because it's different. It's got its own style. Batman 431 from March of 1989. I do like this cover. It's a George Pratt cover. Batman Annual number 15. Hush, I already gave you your treats. This is from 1991. Batman Adventures number 29. Batman Adventures number 33. 1995. Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder, number 10. And this is from it's All-Star Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder, number 10, from August of 2008. I guess the cover wasn't long enough for him, or the title wasn't long enough for him. Batman and Beyond, number 4, from February of 2000. Batman Dark Victory, number 10 of 13, by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. They are a good combination. One of my favorite Batman stories was written by them, or done by them. Batman The Long Halloween. Batman Journey into Night, number 10. This is from July of 2006. Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, number 40, from December of 1992. I really liked the Legends of the Dark Knight series. Number 41. And number 72 from June of 1995. And that's number 2 of 3 in that story arc. Batman and the Mad Monk, Dark Moon Rising. Number 1 from October 2006. Batman Shadow of the Bat, number 19. October 1993. Shadow of the Bat, number 24. Shadow of the Bat, number 37. It's part 1 of The King of Comedy. Joker, the King of Comedy. Batman the Cult, number 1. Jim Starlin and Bernie Wrightson. I don't think this one's ever been opened up more than what I'm doing right now. Big Hero 6, number 4 from some century. February 2009. I think I have Big Hero 6 Volume 1, Number 1 somewhere. I think I've shown it on the channel. Big Trouble in Little China and Escape from New York. From Boom Studios, this is number 5 of 6. February 2017. Black Cross. Project Superpowers Black Cross, Volume 1, Number 2, first print. 2015 Dynamite. And that's going to be it for the comics I'm showing you today. Okay, let's get to the questions. I printed them out, and along with some of my answers. Grayman said, okay, questions. Let's have your 3 favorite minor characters who you wish had more appearances comics, please. Before I get to that, let's talk about your last week's question with Cyborg, Mutant, and Android. I did some digging, and all of those were reproductions of Takara's Shonen Cyborg toys from Japan and made by Dennis Fisher. His company, Dennis Fisher Toys, was sold to Palitoy in 1970. And as far as I can tell, the only toy that they came out with from his line was the Spirograph, which he licensed to Kenner Toys. Kenner, of course, was bought by Hasbro, and so was Palitoy. Dennis worked with Hasbro to develop the Bionic Woman, the $6 Million Man, and some of the Star Wars toys, and a number of the Doctor Who toys as well. So, there you go. That's the best answer I could give you on your question from last week. But if you do want more information about action figure toys, I recommend you check out Toy Polloy, his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description. Now, back to your question. Who is my 3 minor characters that I'd like to see more appearances of? Number 1 is not one character, it's a team. I'd like to see the original Secret Six from 1968 used. They brought back Secret Six, but it wasn't the same. It was different characters, and I think they all screwed it up because their Secret Six was heroes and villains. I don't want that. I want normal people that just have to deal with the situation that's given to them because they're in trouble. Another character I'd like to see brought back and used once in a while is the cab driver, sidekick for Alan Scott, you know, the Golden Age Green Lantern, Doiby Dickles. I'd like to see him do some adventures on his own. Or just make some appearances once in a while. And finally, I'd like to see the Newsboy Legion show up a little more often. They were pretty good but in the 70s and then, back in the golden age, but we never see them anymore. At least I haven't. And I think it'd be neat if if the Newsboy Legion got together, opened a comic shop, and Barry Allen was one of their regular customers, with them not knowing he was the Flash. I think that would make an interesting little thing. So, there you go. Those are my 3 answers. Secret 6, Doiby Dickles, and the Newsboy Legion. DB Stryker asked, what's the most off-the-wall series that you've collected? That was an easy one for me. I would say the 3 issues of Little Ghost from 1958-59. Had no idea it existed. It was completely off my radar. I saw issue number 3 on, as you know, on Comic Book Steals and Deals. And had to have it. And ended up buying the other 2. When I decided I was going to get them all, I didn't realize there was only 3 issues. So that would be the really off-the-wall one that I collected. Although, I'm also buying as many Red Riders as I can afford, and that's pretty off the wall for me, too. Felix Maldonado asked me, if you were able to open a store again, would you do it? Absolutely. No question. I've worked a long time, and that was the best time I ever had working. And even though it was a lot of work, I mean, huge amount of work, you have no idea. I was working close to 14 hours a day, 365 days a year for the whole time that I had this store. I would do it again in a heartbeat. As a matter of fact, I hope to once I retire. And let's see. Tina Karanson asked, do you have any trading cards in your collection? What do you think? This is one of the binders. Just a few. I have another binder with this many again. This is about 1,000 cards. I have another binder with at least that same number in it. And for Series 3, this is Series 1 and 2 for Marvel. I have DC cards, I have Marvel cards, I have non-sports cards. I've got all kinds of cards. There's the Silver Surfer set. Yes, I have trading cards in my collection. Although I was tempted to show you the binder and say, no. None at all. Finally, Campbell asked, what's the best comic or comic series in your opinion to invest in? This is a really tough question for me. Partially because I'm just not into advising people on what I think they should collect or what could be hot. I think people should buy what they like and what they like to read. And it's something that I don't normally do. But I do have an answer. Matter of fact, I have several answers for you. The first one, what you should invest in, what I would recommend you invest in, any Silver Age comic storyline in upper middle grade or better. That's fine or better. Because sooner or later, Silver Age is going up. There's no question about it. And it really doesn't matter what it is, it's going up. So if you can find some that are reasonably priced, you'll probably make money on them, if that's what you want to do. The second, any Bronze Age comic storyline in high grade. That'd be Very Fine Plus or better. But I don't think that's what you wanted to hear. I think you want specifics. And for specifics, Absolutely, Wolverine 1 through 4, the limited series. I think that's an excellent investment, even though I don't like Wolverine. The Watchmen. It's a great story. Get those in the highest grade you can get. They're going to keep going up, I think. And not only are they good investments, but they're good to read. I mean, they were just good stories. There's a few others that immediately came in mind, but those are the ones that I thought of right away. There's a few others that I might recommend if I really sat down and thought about it for a long time. For long runs, Sandman, Preacher. You can... I put together my collection of Preacher. The one I have currently, my original ones were water damaged and tossed. That was before I knew how to get the water damage out of a comic. But I put it together a full run of Preacher to include the pamphlet for right around $300. And that's a lot of comics. Sandman I haven't tried to put together, but that would probably be a good one. Call the Conqueror. Yeah. Maybe Call the Conqueror might be a good one to put together. It's Bronze Age, so you want to try to get at least fine copies or better. But if you decide to go with that, don't forget his Creatures on the Loose and Monsters on the Prowl appearances. For independent comics, I've always kind of hoped Boris the Bear would make a comeback. I'm not going to hold my breath, though. Maybe Nexus. Nexus might be a good one. It could get discovered again, and I think pretty much any TV-related comic. If the show makes a return onto TV or gets a movie, it might be good for a short-term investment. So, yeah, there you go. I hope I answered your question. It's not a long video this time. I don't... You know, I wanted to get some toys down, but it's too cold to get in the attic. So, somebody's being annoying even though they already had their treats today. I made sure he got them first. Yeah, we'll let you... I guess that's going to be it. Don't forget, before you handle your comics, before you handle your collectibles, wash your hands. It's good for your comics. It's good for your health. We'll see you next video. Bye.